Okay, I really don't like the night in the city. Give me a second. Graphics. Oh, that's all. Okay, maybe high quality shadows will do the tricks. No. Okay. Quality ocean lights. Optimizing. Okay, now that is better. Hello. It's middle of the night. It's honestly after midnight. And it's night in Nekataka as well. So, let's travel. Exotic herbs. It's night, so it's probably closed. Well, no. Hello. Cute sleep?
Why, hello. Kutstili at your service.
Kutstili, okay. She sets down her pruning shears and looks you up and down with a warm smile.
Aren't you just something?
Yes, I know. Thank you.
I can tell that you're new to the Deadfire. Maybe you're still getting your bearings? Some of my herbs can help with seasickness or worse afflictions.
What makes you think I got here recently?
It's nothing personal. You just have that taking everything in look about you.
Understandable.
Give it time. It'll pass.
Her gaze wanders towards Seraphine and lingers there. Then she pulls her focus back to you, blushing slightly.
Oh, ain't no shame in looking, lass.
Flashing a crooked grin, Seraphine bows to the herbalist. What brings an herbalist to Periki's Overlook?
Money is the obvious answer, but I don't think that's what you're after. Yes, I'm an herbalist, but I also pride myself as a florist. I think the city liked the idea of putting a flower shop somewhere visible. It's ostentatious, really. Probably the same reason why we have a magic shop next door. Periki's Overlook is a great big splash of culture and innovation, there to show travelers that the Huana are ready for the world at large.
Show me what you've got then. Apothecary gloves, aren't I? I'm not that poor at the moment. Pickaxe will probably need it. What do we have in our stash? I can sell you this. I can sell you scrolls. Do not think I'll ever use them. It never happens, believe me. And traps. I never use traps. Bombs, grenades, maybe someday when I remember I have them. Fragments of blade of the endless paths, yeah. I'll keep those things. That light born. Unusable. But I probably can use it at some point. As of flash, no, so all we have here are materials. Apothecary gloves. Holistic precision plus 1 dexterity plus 2 alchemy. Someone is doing alchemy. Oh, I have no idea. Okay, what is that for? This is figurine. Fine lurker. This bundle of roots is knotted into a rudimentary figure of a kith. The head of the doll contains an unknown gem wrapped in moss. The taut root fibers shudder and creak periodically, as if trying to pull free of its unnatural shape. I am using summons, but I don't think... If I knew that it's not a one-time use, once per rest. I mean, why not? To think about this. Apothecary gloves, I'll take those for sure, and yeah. Where are they? Who took it? Oh, you. You have +3 accuracy. Right, and character. Character, I would like to see your character sheet. Thank you. Arcana, Athletics, you have Alchemy, which is great. So Alof, please give those back, and Shorty will wear them. So now you have 10 alchemy. I'm not gonna steal from you, don't worry.
Having some disturbing dreams. Makes it hard to sleep.
This is the magic shop, I assume.
Archimede's auspicious apples. Lets you see 3 seconds into the future.
Could be useful. Ironclad constructs, 2 of them.
Nowhere else to turn. Stonehill is going to kill me.
Don't drag me into your mess, Bertenno, not again.
Then you leave me no choice. I'm sorry.
Hey, come back with that! Medico!
What's that about?
That flaccid pazzo!
This young wizard clutches the countertop, looking as if she's either going to vault over it or snap it in half.
Imp, you had none of that, huh?
How did you call me? Oh, the imp mutters to himself in a dark, guttural tone.
That's what I thought. What am I going to do? Think, Facina.
What was that all about?
My postenago of a lover stole Rokawa's fingers. The master will kill me if I don't get them back. He must have wanted to raise some fast coin. Arkemir will flay me alive over those damned gloves.
Strange that the constructs didn't attack him for stealing.
Is it strange? I don't know. Go consult Arkemir's grimoire if you're that curious.
Oh, I will. Why are these gloves so important?
You do not know Arkemir, do you?
No.
He is as cheap as a Wodican clerk. Whatever he loses from those gloves, he will take out on me. Somehow.
Why does he need the money?
He said that he's in debt to a Rautayan captain by the name of Hamuto Stonehill. By all accounts, a deadly serious man.
And what aren't you telling me?
Not that it's any of your business, but Bertenno used to spend a lot of late nights here. I got into the construct's guts and marked off Bertenno as a safe visitor, so I would not attack him. And before you ask, no, I will never do this again.
I'll get those gloves back for you.
You will? If you are expecting some payment or reward, I do need to keep this under wraps.
Let's say I'm doing my good deed for the day.
If there's a burden on your conscience, then I am not opposed to you offloading it on my behalf. I do not know where Bertenno fences his goods, but he mentioned an appointment at the Bra Citadel docks. Hamuto Stonehill must be as dangerous as he sounds, or else Bertenno wouldn't be so panicked.
Okay, show me what you have for sale then. Hello, yes, it is late night stream indeed. I am sick once again. I've slept for half of the day and, well, there's nothing else for me to do. I wanna play. Quarter staff. No one is using quarter staff. Scimitar. Aren't you using scimitar? Saber. Different thing. Spellkeeper. Spell defense and grant spell cash. Whatever that means. Summons a random scroll into an empty quick slot at the start of combat. Oh, that's interesting. A Fandria's devotion. It's a very nice shield. I'm too poor to buy it. Oh no, don't mention Fable Journey. It was horrible. Oh no, it's the critter cleaver. Oh no. Please don't look at this, please. Let's talk about something else. Abraham, I'm so sorry. Abraham reduces recovery penalty for armor. While Abraham is following you around, you recover, yes. Because the Kinect is so wonky. I don't know. Identifying my microphone as a third hand, or identifying my shoulder as my palm of my hand, etc. Just wonky thing. Oh, and it costs a lot, okay. For some reason I thought that the pet cleaver would be just that, a cleaver. The puppet in the box cocks his head to the side and stares at you with a vacant expression. He taps the metal coin slot expectantly. Sure. The puppet's eyes close as he stiples his fingers. You hear gears rearing and clicking inside the box. His eyes reopen, this time with an amber glow.
I see a house. 4 walls, a ceiling, a floor. All wood. If you sleep there 4 nights straight, your one true love will pass by in the street. Be quick, before the bard in red steals her away.
Okay, that's really weird.
I can see no more. Unless you give me another pyre.
You're not very good at this, are you?
I just told you an accurate fortune. You'll be thanking me when it comes true.
Okay.
Oh, Ifrin, you were right. I can't believe I ever doubted you. That's what you'll say. Guaranteed.
Okay, let's try another one.
I see a woman with black hair. No, red hair. Very dark red. Or maybe it really is black. She'll want you to recover her wedding ring. When she pays you, be careful. There's a scorpion hidden in her coin purse. I know not why.
Okay, I have other questions. He tips his head to the side and waits. What's your story?
I got on Archimere's bad side and didn't exactly survive the experience. I'm not really supposed to chat with customers.
I wasn't aware it was possible to bind a soul to this type of contraption.
How about you get yourself over to the Animance's Tower in the Sacred Stair then? No need to gawk at me.
Do the Juana have any problem with Archimer holding you here as a slave?
The Queen is too pleased at having an archmage at her disposal to care.
Makes sense.
I can't blame her. The Juana have got it rough. We all need coin in the end.
Do any of your fortunes actually come true?
Sure, all the time.
He stares at you unblinkingly, daring you to call him a liar. Okay. Wooden house. Wooden everything. 4 nights. Get it. Yes, the Kinect is something special. But I have an idea how to make it work better.
I can get it to spill its secrets.
I will see if it will do
There we are.
I will see how it will work. Okay, let's leave the window for now. The misery of this apprenticeship. Medico. Archimer saves only the most tedious errands for me. If I'm not going to learn anything from his trial, I must find some way to steal enjoyment from it. Whenever Archimer claims to be deep in study, I will find him wandering the halls wearing an illusory face to trick his imps. Fools them every time. Sometimes I think he came to the Deadfire to be alone with those nasty things, and he spites me for getting in the way of his fun. Shortly after he left town, I stole one of the robes he keeps in his bedroom. The imps thought I was their master, fed me cheese and ale for the rest of the afternoon. Of course, I returned the robe when I was done. Maybe it's not too late to start enjoying myself. Okay. Trollhide belt. Regeneration. Give me the regeneration. I'm dying constantly. We have here medium armor, the exact same I have now. Light armor, maybe it will be fine for you? No. You are also using medium armor. Same. You have something better. You have something better. Okay. The window overlooks the streets of Perikis Overlook. The second floor of Artemis Manor is just across the way. The right tool and a practiced throwing arm could make crossing the gap a manageable feat. Let's study the distance. The gap between the window and the manor is too far to leap. Moreover, the sheer wool and erratic gusts of wind make the prospect of scaling too treacherous. However, anyone with decent climbing experience could secure a grappling hook from this distance. As you observe the manor, you catch the silhouette of a lone ironclad construct patrolling the second floor. Let's study the distance. Okay, so it's the same. Have someone throw a grappling hook across the manor's railing. Why am I the only one that's available to do that? Why? This character is too far away. Ah. Really? Come on, guys. I need your help. Eder, of course. The hook sails across the gap and lands with a clang. After the rope is pulled back, the hook solidly lodges in the railing of the parapet. Yeah, I've lost it. The rope creaks and sways, but with care and slow, deliberate progress, you safely make it to the other side. Ah, of course, there's something for me to loot. Give me the food. Although I don't really feel like collecting the food here. Oh, right. I immediately forgot about him. That's the healing. Oh, don't worry. I have a couple of ideas how to deal with Kinect, so we'll see. Something eventually has to work. Good luck with the boss as well. I've got myself into similar predicament. Can I do something to you? Probably not. I don't have the healing either. Oh my goodness. We will need to rest. Wait, don't I have the thing? Oh my goodness, that's bad, that's bad. Heal him.
That's not very helpful.
Oh, that is as helpful as it can get. She's doing her best. Let's try doing this. No, it won't work on him, I think. Oh, because I screwed it up.
What can I do you for?
Need something stronger.
Come on, come on, come on. Use the healing. Do the healing. Come on, take deep breaths, take deep breaths. Okay, shields and Seraphim. Should be fine. We definitely don't want to fight any more constructs.
Didn't work.
It worked, everything works just fine. We are doing perfectly fine. Maybe I should take a rest here.
All right.
I think I can. Okay. Oh, those are stairs down. Let's go in. Let's get inside. Oh, I leveled up. Mechanics, of course, and diplomacy. Oh, ancient brittle bones. What do we have here? Rejoice, my comrades, 2 fingers of daylight. Bouncing beams of pure light that restore health and grant immunity to resolve afflictions on... Yep. Actually... Yes. Yes. Wait. Quite sure if I can change from Chanter. No, I think this is the only one I can level up for now. Not really the one to be healing others. Oh, ancient memory. Friendly aura. +1 health restored per 1 second for 10 seconds. Yes. Oh, and now I choose for fighter. Great. Rapid recovery? Yes, I think so. Although... I wanna be the tank. Yeah, I guess so. What can go wrong with that idea? I wonder. Archimedes Manor. So, for context, I am currently sneaking inside. I am currently sneaking inside Archmage's Manor, hoping to find some clothes. Yellow ivory. Because apparently imps are easily fooled. This is not Archimedes, right? Right. Wanted to make sure. Seraphim, no. Ah! Oh my goodness. That was horrible. I have the book on me. The The journal. Where is it? Oh. He keeps in his bedroom. Where the hell is the bedroom? Those cannot be closed. No, it's an art. Nice and easy. Do we have something for invisibility by any chance? I would say bombs. Should work nicely. Dexterity. I think dexterity would be fine. Where is it? The character summary. Dexterity, reflex, and I'm looking for stealth. Okay. Healing. Allure, no. It's will. Perception, no. Hostile effect, no. Damage taken, no. Deflection, no. Detection. Dexterity. Sleight of hand. Stealth. Okay, we have something for stealth. Save. No, I wanted to use it. Come on. There you go. How the four of you stay there. Oh, that was great. I mean, nothing happened. I believe you will do fine with the boss. Eventually it will work. Just look at me. Come on, go away. There's no other room. How come I can see... Okay, the door is not operatable anymore, which is interesting. No. No, there's something interesting here. Run. No, you're coming too close. Why? Okay. I'm fairly sure the bedroom will be that way. Why am I doing this? Oh, god damn it. I'm screwed. Or not. Where is he sleeping? Art gallery, study, no bedroom. Why am I doing this? Why'd they decide to steal from the arch?
Bucks. Not even taste good.
I don't know. Archmages just like books for some reason. Go away. Fly away. I don't know what happened. Simply books. Animals in the modern age on the efficacy of M stuttered note. The combination to the vault has been divined. Diamond, ruby, ruby, sapphire, emerald. The rest is up to you and your friend. Do not disappoint me. Our camera will show you no mercy if you're caught, and you can expect even less from me. A scribbled notation in the margin written in different handwriting reads, Employer Consulhood? Kalakov? Investigate later. I do remember the name of Consulhood. Kalakov I don't know, but the first one I do. I don't know where I remember it from. Nice and easy. Get out of here. No, 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 no. Yeah, I'm fairly sure that my buff for stealth is finished. Oh, and Alof leveled up for some reason. Come on. I don't know why.
What can I do you for? Happy to oblige.
Go down, go down, go down. Pure luck. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, and Alof, yeah, I need to level you up. Let's see, history, yeah, that's fine. Oh, and this. I believe those with check mark he has in his grimoire. Well, all the rest we can just learn. Let's see. Spell shaping. While casting targeted area of effect spells, gain the ability to increase or decrease the size of the area. No, thank you. Spirit of Decay. Gain increased penetration with acid and decay. For now, it seems you're using a lot of fire attacks, so I will give you that. Minueta's concussive missiles. We have some, bounding missiles. Fire several missiles of pure force at the target, causing a shockwave of crushing damage to foes close. To foes, that is important. If there is not indicated in the spell that it will affect only enemies, it will affect everyone, like I believe this one. Generates a fearsome sheet of flame, inflicting burn damage to anyone moving through it. So it will deal damage no matter who crosses it, me or my foes. You have some healing. I don't think I need this. It's fairly important for me to choose the right spell for him. Let's take Confusion, I think. We will see. What?
Butler on second floor lounge trying to eat it again. Master will be displeased.
Some materials. Doesn't matter. Yep.
For, Cap?
Let's keep on moving.
Aye.
This device is a complex control panel made of gems set in movable stone impressions. 4 colorful gemstones are positioned around the hole in the center. Something appears to be missing, though an expert tinkerer may be able to compensate for it. Let's try... not yet. I need to bring everyone here. I'm fairly sure this is the vault we found a note on. Let's examine the absence in the center. It looks like the setting for a gemstone. Scratch marks would suggest that someone, or something, pried the stone free. Examine the gemstones. These gems are exactly like the ones referenced in the combination you discovered earlier. You already know what specific rotations and positions will open this lock. Let's try tinkering. I am the best one. After some gentle attention with a practiced hand, a soft click and an arcane fizzle erupt from the lock. Evna serviced the job well done with a satisfied smile. So let's enter the combination. You rotate the gemstones into their intended configuration. The sound of grinding stone builds in volume as the door moves aside. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Why am I trying to steal from the Archmage? I am gonna die.
Touch anything.
Agreed.
Rest is in order.
Yeah.
Usual.
Don't move.
Keeping an eye out.
Okay, nice and easy. I think I should be the one walking around. No, not everyone. Who is seeing those? I wonder. Okay,
Certainly.
nice and easy.
You'd be like it's not
I died!
down if you keep pushing us, Cap.
Okay. That was a very powerful trap.
Mayhaps we should have brought more bags.
Okay, who has the highest perception? Yes, 12. 14. 12. 12. 15. Alof, you're up.
How may I help? That's unusual.
You discovered the traps and I disarmed them.
As you like.
Cooperation!
Oh,
Aye.
Okay. Surely there cannot be too many more traps, right?
Captain.
Not you, Seraphin, but Alof.
yes.
Tell me.
No, I'm sure you will manage to defeat him next time.
I shall make it so.
You can do this.
Oh?
Oh, you see, there's always something you can fake. I'm sure it was low health that was the issue. Did I saved. Okay, I wanted to press this. Oh! This stone tablet is much eroded after years of neglect, but the elegant Juana runes decorating its surface have endured for untold millennia. Though God-stricken skies and mile-high waves tossed my ship, my mind's compass never wavered from dear Ukaizo. When a splintered mast, such treacherous slumber, hit me across the brow, I was knocked into a vision of pearlescent shores. I awoke on black-watered seas of terrible calm, with no two stars paired in a familiar form. Paddling my wreck with makeshift oars, I came at last upon an isle where each neighbor spoke a different tongue. For all that I sailed in the years after, never again would my spyglass take in the peaks of wondrous Ukaizo. I sat up in bed, then of an age when the tears came unbidden, pondering where sleep had ended and dreams began. Rising to meet the sun, I found it still to be night, though a false glow ignited the shapely sky. An azure beacon stood up from the horizon, and familiar anthems filled my ears. It was then I spotted a ship, a lively crew of youths, setting sail for the horizon, a frontier that had once been mine. To those shores I was a departing echo, but someone would find them again, someone worthy to alight on the sands of lost Hokkaido. Another level up. So I have 7, I have 3, the lock difficulty is 11, I have no idea. It worked. Stone of Power. This statue of Onekaza the First wears a knowing smirk. I don't know who that is. A powerful enchantment keeps these gold bars weighted to the spot. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's a grimoire. No one can use it, it seems. Let's see, Seraphim leveled up. Stealth, of course, stealth. You're doing great, and bluff. Do you have anything for stealth? I don't think so. Do you have invisibility? I don't think so. I'm waiting for that one particular spell, although I don't think it's in here. In the first Pillars of Eternity, Cypher had a spell that allowed them to take on temporary control of enemy. But I don't see it here. Oh, this one. Ringleader. Imprints an insidious and powerful compulsion to obey the cipher across all enemies in their area of effect, dominating the target and charming all others. This is a very powerful spell. So we can have... Let's take the Mind Lens for now and... Greater focus. It is especially when you can use it on a dragon. And in some cases, this is the only case when you can defeat a dragon, is to take control of his mind. Oh, there's a big boy in here. Yep. And I still haven't found the sleeping quarters. Where is it? this Archmage sleeping? This wall looks recently repaired. Many of the stones are new and were cut to fit into the older structure around it. It would take an appropriate tool or considerable ground to overcome this steadfast obstacle. Let's examine it. The wall appears fairly solid and upright, though some patient work with a hammer and chisel could make short work of it. Complete success. You notice fine metal wires nestled among the stones in a web-like network. Following them leads to an elaborate alarm system which would be triggered by removing the stones. Okay, I'm gonna disable it first, of course. After disconnecting the wires from the alarm with care, the stones are now safer to move. Let's chisel away. With the time and care, you manage to break through the recent repairs and carve out a serviceable entrance. Oh, we're gonna die, we're so gonna die. Maybe take a little bit of break. 5 minutes. Drink something. Seraphim? What the hell is happening here? Why? Only 2 of them walked through, I think. No, all of them. Why? Oh, but this is the bathhouse. We talked about the bathhouse to one of the girls who used to work there. Squeeze through again. Can I rest in here? Yes, I can. Great. Constitution and... What does that mean? I don't have most of that food. Armor rating. I can give myself armor. Oh, okay, so this is what they're gonna eat. Great. Not craft. Rest. Okay, I lost some buffs, but we can work with that. And also... What do you have here? Flame shield, blah 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 blah. Here we have fan of flames, so we have also a couple of flame-based spells. I'll give you that. Light armor, that's exceptional. Armor rating and armor rating against spells. You are using medium. You are using medium. Alof, you are the only person that uses light armor. And you are getting this one. Wait, no, I don't want to enchant it. Come on. Come on. Work with me, thank you. Medium, we've checked that. This one. Plus 10 fortitude, plus 10 reflex, plus 10 will. I'll give this to you. Frog helm, I can give this to you. It looks wonderful. You already have a hood, I'll give one to you as well. Plus 1 intellect. You already have plus 1 intellect. You are already, you too. Everyone is wearing some kind of a necklace. It's for you, apparently. And I think we are screwed in here, yeah. Or they don't give a shit? I don't mind. I'm confused, but I am glad. Okay, so the time has come. We have the naked bats. Can we talk? You are greeted by a tall, carefully composed man. The crescent moon in the center of his forehead glows faintly. Up close, the careful tailoring of his opal-adorned robes and their immaculate cleanliness speak to a deep well of vanity.
Welcome, welcome. I am Ganor, owner and proprietor of the Luminous Bathhouse. If there's any way I might make your visit more comfortable, you need only ask.
What do you have for sale? You do have something for sale. Great. Let's see. +1 constitution, +25% healing received, +2 health restored per 6 sync, +1 power pool. I will use this room. Or bath, I don't know. It is interesting that the bathhouse is connected to...
My friend, you return. You require anything at all, you need only ask.
That the bathhouse is connected directly to Archmage's manor, and it was also wired with an alarm, so he knew about this path.
Of course you would. Just speak with a steward near the stairs. He will make certain you are treated well.
Thank you. Steward. I'm currently looking for some... I am not zooming in.
I hope we haven't spent too much time in the baths.
It's fine, I don't work here.
I see. My thanks for clearing that up. In any case, we hope you enjoy your time.
Her companion subtly tips her head to shoo you away. Okay, enjoy your bath. Oh, but that water elemental is really cute.
Is this your first time to the baths?
An old man stretches his arms over his head and yawns, making a show of displaying his moistened physique. I haven't been in the water yet.
The cost is high, but so are the delights. I might have the skin and bones of a retired scarecrow, but the waters bring youth back, where it counts.
He studies you from under a lowered brow, and his knees begin to drift apart. Nope, you can stop that right now.
No matter. I won't let this energy go to waste.
I might be old, I am not that old. Okay? Old man?
I see you bracht your pain, but you need come to ease it. Pity.
A venerable elf sits beside the water, her creased and spotted skin slightly flashed by the heat. Numerous scars mar her skin on face and torso alike. Her eyes open, and her sharp gaze focuses on you. You're Udine, right? We've heard you know where we can find Remaro.
Oh, you poxy old salt. Spill what you know before we spill your guts.
Shush!
Seraphim.
She smiles, an expression both sad and kind.
Remaro described you pointedly. He told me that you would come were ye in danger.
Danger? Nay, not I. I do seek him, though, and I feel that he needs me. Feel it in the deep depths of my furry fun sack. If you care for him, you'll be telling me what you know.
He bade me not tell anybody of his plans, ye included. He's left this area, afeard of the danger he fishes on those near to him.
Please help my friend Udine. He loves Remaro like a father.
He's the nearest thing I got to kin. Why didn't he trust me?
He did trust you. He trusted you wholly. I'll tell you, and trust you to con best what to make of the conning.
Remaro treated me as galleon for mine clipper. A stuggy trade, surely, but he insisted that he needed the speed. I can't tell you what he intends, but he set sail for Sayuka, intending to replenish there. That's everything I con, for whatever good it does you.
He gave up the sorcerer? And for what? An elven clipper? Makes as much sense as Doug's on a drake cap. He'd be easy catchings for any freebooter after his hide.
Who's hunting Remaro besides Malnash?
That salted cockfights be the biggest threat, sure as shit. But others will want that bounty too. Not to mention the favour comes with it.
Strange that your good friend is trying so hard to avoid you. Seraphin blinks, nose twitching, his ears angled slightly back.
Surely thinks he's protecting me. Stubborn as I seem, Captain Watcher. Remaro makes me look the dabbler.
Oh, we should hurry to Sayuka then.
Aye, Cap, you've read my mind. And here with me thinking that were my skill in particular. Thank you mightily, lass. Enjoy the baths.
Soft travels. The wages of war catch ye up soon or soon.
Ahoy, Captain. If I could bend your ear a moment, I'll be aiming to thank you for bringing me aboard.
A third hand at his belly and one heel out, he bows deeply, drooping ear almost touching the ground.
You run a tight shop, and you ain't no terrible person neither. It'd be a welcome change from the gentleman of leisure.
Tell me more about that.
The gentleman is only the finest ship among the Principe, and Captain Ferrante our most respected shipmaster. It were 2 honours and a half to be chosen to join his crew.
I detect a bat in there.
Aye, you ain't wrong. Joining the gentleman meant leaving the sorcerer, leaving the only family I've ever known.
Family.
I never knew no kin till the sorcerer. They be my salt family, and to me, that'd be better far than blood.
Why were you willing to leave that crew to join mine?
And don't sell yourself a Suole short, Cap, nor me neither. I know an opportunity when I bought it. I'd seen what there were to be seen upon the gentleman, learn what ropes were to be learned. Methinks a watcher after a dead god will thrust me into an whole new set of eye openings. And believe you me, I do appreciate myself a good thrust.
Don't go that way. I'm glad you're with me.
I've a gift for you. This trinket be from one of the first ships I hunted. Malnage would have snatched it had I not found the perfect hiding spot.
And where did you hide it?
I know were I to tell you that, you mightn't want it no more.
Understood.
Just a jest, Cap. Nay, I tucked it away in my beard. Didn't wear braids back then, so my hair caught about everything from feathers to fish bones. Malnage shook me down for plunder after each raid. I figured out she wouldn't go nowhere near my beard. Said my face were like a saw rip fetish.
Oh. Why did Malnash treat you so badly?
Don't rightly know for sure, Cap. Thought at first she wanted me. Lasses be that way sometimes, treating you worse the more they fancy you. Given she tried to get me killed twice within our first fortnight together, I thought mayhap she were in deepest love.
And were you attracted to Malnash?
Didn't fancy her in the least, but a man has needs. I figured at the time that she were as wet as any other lass. Figured I'd give her a whisper about what we might get down to in the old. Her answer were an unequivocal no, made with a sharpness. Might have been the closest I've ever been to death.
Thank you for the great gift.
You be entirely welcome. Now, if you'll pardon me, I've roundabout reached my limit for sentiment.
The cost of enjoying the bathhouse's unique offering is 1,000 copper per session.
1,000? Why so much?
A prudent question. The bathwaters are infused with hand-refined luminous adra, which promotes a holistic balance of the humors. Because of luminous adra's remarkable qualities, It is also a significant investment to both supply and maintain. Ganor may tell you more if you're curious. He is something of an amateur alchemist, in addition to being a businessman of remarkable skill and insight.
Next, you'll tell me luminous utter grants the butter eternal life.
Would that it were so. Ganor would make good money, and perhaps I would receive a raise, yes?
When have you ever known men such as Ganor to share their spoils?
You, I like. We see eye to eye on many things, I suspect. A small discount for you, friend, for making me laugh. 900 copper.
No, thank you. If the boss was left at one hit, then you're getting there. I'm very sure soon enough you'll be able to defeat him.
As you like. Get out.
Yep, sure, don't worry. It ain't stealing if the hand is not red. So pretty. Pretty lights.
Bend your ear a tick. Shody seems a right fine lass and all, but, well, she asked me to pick around in the forts. Told her I didn't see nothing. I bounced right off of her. But that were a lie.
What did you see?
Darkness, Cap, and little butt. Then fires, make an ash of everything.
He shudders, and you feel a cold wave roll off of him like being doused by a stormy swell. It washes over you, and you find yourself aboard the Defiant's main deck. Something unseen presses down upon you, and you bear the ship groan beneath you. You're alone, save for the corpses. Seraphin, Evna, Eder, Shoti, and so many others. Their wide, unblinking eyes reflect the burning sky above, and the dark sea beneath you turns as if boiling. With a crash like thunder, the ship breaks apart, and you plunge into water that is either so cold it burns, or so hot that it freezes you solid. The vision washes past, and you find yourself looking at the blue Orlon. That was unpleasant.
I touched her mind for a second, but felt something pull me in and keep me trapped for what seemed like days.
Of course you did.
I ain't seen its like before. Sometimes old sorts get nightmares so that I can't bunk around them. But they usually ain't this flavour of apocalyptic.
If it were you, would you want to know? Seraphin examines his boots through narrow eyes.
Right, fair point, Cap. We all deserve a fighting chance against our demons. And mayhaps I can help the lass stack the odds in her favour.
That's right. Although I don't entirely... I don't entirely trust her, given that she is the follower of Iotas, even if his other part, as she says it, she is still the follower of Iotas, and the only one I trust is Eder. But we'll see. We will see. For now, I'm just glad that we managed to make it through the manor of the Archmage. That was horrendous. Wait, what do we have here? Oh. Okay, so we went. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna take a good look at the manor, actually. It looks amazing. Our cupboard.
Did the queen summon everyone to the palace?
Akira, I've never seen Haruhi run so fast.
You have no right
Do you
to
think
interfere
the
in
Archer
Rawatai's
Colossus
business.
would come here next?
Hawana culture is a
Free to
business,
co-bind
you
does
company
not-
drudge.
Hello.
I don't give two pyres for your tribal pride, and I wager that Arkemir cares even less.
The Aumaua woman clutches her fists at her sides. Her severe features are caught in unshakable grimace.
If this is what passes for Rautai in diplomacy, Razanui has bigger problems.
The more calm and composed Juana smiles, turning when she notices you.
If you've come to see Arkemir, you're too late. He left the estate on wizard business.
What did you want with Arkemir?
The wizard got his hands on a Hawana tablet, the Harapo epic. I came to reclaim it for Rawattai.
The one we already reclaimed.
In the middle of my negotiations, this little pest showed up with a claim on it.
The Harapo epic belongs to the Huana. The queen sent me to remind you both.
An intact primary source is a rare find for the Juana.
Akira, few outsiders can appreciate what such an artifact could mean to our people.
Posturing about cultural value is worthless. We both want the tablet for the same reason.
Wait, is there another reason you both want the tablet so badly? The pair go silent and awkwardly avoid eye contact, focusing in different directions.
There are things better left unsaid.
While I'm standing here, you mean?
Akira, I don't deny it.
Okay, so what's your plan?
I might as well adjourn to the palace in Serpent's Crown and give Arkemir time to think.
What a load of... You mean to get your hands on that tablet with or without Arkemir? You island rats can barely write your own names, much less a distinguished epic.
And that was harsh. Netehe blinks at her in shock and takes a moment to smooth down the creases in her uniform.
Scamper back to the Brass Citadel and spin your own plots. I will happily do the same on my side of the island.
Okay, tomorrow I would like to speak with you first.
Suppose I can spare a moment?
The two of you don't seem to get along.
All of her pretenses of cultural pride are a means to an end. Like the rest of the Hawana, she isn't above exploiting any advantage if she can profit from it.
You make a point? No, not really. Well, that doesn't seem fair. The Juana are trying to get by.
As you say.
Okay, let's ask about the Harp epic.
It's a handsome piece of rock, which some call valuable. I won't dispute that point if the value goes to Rawattai.
How did Arkemir come to possess the tablet?
I believe that he had dealings with black market treasure hunters. Not that the queen will implicate him.
What does the Royal Deadfire Company want with the Harp epic?
I suppose it's no secret that we're after more than some arbitrary cultural touchstone.
Yeah,
We're looking for a route to Ukaizo.
of course.
Stands to reason that ancient lore would be a key to finding the place.
We already know about the defenses.
I'm looking forward to the day when the Harapo epic is someone else's concern.
Could the Harp epic really be a path to Kaizo?
When it comes to finding the lost island, we can't afford to neglect any lead.
So supposedly the Yukaizo is the origin island of all the Aumaua that they lost long time ago.
The Ranganui seeks to saddle the weather and harness the storm. If there is a place where this can happen, it is Ukaizo.
Mara shrugs and wipes off the rest of her uniform. Do I have questions about the epic?
I won't dispute that point
No,
if the
not
value is
really.
fine by me.
Okay, tell...
Harapo epic is someone else's concern.
Yes, tell me about yourself.
I help finance expeditions around the Isles, which often means keeping an ear to the ground. Not very romantic from behind a desk, but Rawatai's campaign could use the extra coin.
Sure. Where's the other one? Oh, she went away. Where? The other side of the island, great, but where is that? Oh, another cat. I swear those are invisible at this point.
The sea is true home, not smelly mountain.
Worthless idiot.
What you want?
What are you doing out here?
Arkemir doesn't let worthless idiot outside after worthless idiot sprayed dung on stupid tablet. But Arkemir not home. So worthless idiot watches the ships come in, looks at all the tasty gulls.
Your name is Worthless Idiot?
Those Arkemir's big words. Gave name, but worthless idiot no understand.
Oh.
You noisy for ground meat.
You want to set sail and eat gulls? Well, you're welcome aboard the Defiant. The imp takes in your words, its eyes widening to the size of moist saucers. A flap of its wings carries it closer to whisper in your ear.
How often you beat your crew, huh?
It doesn't whisper at all, and the question sends a ringing through your ears. I don't. Not yet, at least.
No beatings? None? I join crew? I join crew!
The imp flutters in an excited little circle. It points down at the distant shape of the Queen's berth and salivates at the sight of gulls landing on the rigging of the Defiant. We've got ourselves an imp.
I shall make it so.
Boy, if you are struggling with the boss so much, then I don't want to know how I will be dealing with it. Eventually. Ay, 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 ay. Hey, do not judge my choices of crew. He will eat the gulls. Come on, it's a very good trade. Oh, I don't care if it's a side boss, I will do it. That's the problem. Once I find it, I will do it. That's the problem.
You look like someone who wants protection and a certain something about presence. Akira?
Yeah, kinda.
It isn't every day that I cater to your kind, but I like a challenge.
You literally have one godlike that's precisely my type of godlike, the moon one, inside the bathhouse. So cut the crap, okay? Thank you.
Holler if any of the iron or steel laying around catches your fancy. Or if you need something repaired, I'm happy to take a glance.
Oh, let's show her the shards of the Blade of Endless Paths and the Whisper of Yenwood. Can you do anything with these?
Akira, but these wonders have suffered greatly.
I know.
I say you must take better care of your things.
I know, believe me. So, what do you think?
I say I could repair these to their working order for 1,500 pyres each.
1,500. Okay, that's not that much.
Something about the metal. It yearns to bond as one.
I know.
I could join all these pieces into a great sword for 3,000 pyres.
For how much?
If you need iron or steel, maybe even something lighter, I've got plenty in stock.
Okay, repair the Whispers of Yenwood for now.
Akira, I will get started at once. Have a seat. This will take time. My friend, your handsome blade is restored.
Thank you.
A good thing it was made of exceptional steel. Such a shame to see it go. But go it must.
Many thanks.
If you're ever in need of spare coin, I'd be happy to take that off your hands. Enjoy it in the meantime.
And please repair the Blade of the Endless Paths as well.
I will get started at once. Kindly wait and I will be with you soon. Your unusual blade is restored. Akira, but I saw such strange visions in the light of the forge. Ah, no matter.
Thank you. Now, give it to me.
Moments that I labor, my friend. May you be satisfied with your strange metal.
On another note, Perikis Overlook is an interesting place for an armorer.
Akira, they wouldn't put a traditional smith here unless she brought something special. My clients wanted everything engraved and beautiful. Wasn't why I got into the business, but it keeps my debtors happy. I keep it interesting working with exotic materials like shark leather, since there's some demand and little supply.
Oh, that's interesting. Shark leather. Let's see. So now we have the sword and stock. And I'll sell this great sword then. And yep. And sell those armors. Cypher's Shackle. +1 constitution. And resistance to dexterity affliction. And I can sell this pendant. Yay, all this happening. I am poor. Once again. No. Okay, so this armor is called Devil of Karok. Devil of Karok was one of the companions in Pillars 1. She was a soul put inside a metal golem. And she was not put inside the golem willingly. She was a murderer, and this was supposed to be her punishment, to be entrapped inside the metal suit forever. But as we have revealed more and more of the murders that she did, it was because she only killed the people that participated in killing of her family and her village, I think, or her house, something like that. Yeah, and apparently this is made from her. The construct known as the Devil of Karok eventually met her fate at the hands of the villagers of Maiden Falls, who tore her limb from limb. Not true, she neglected the maintenance of her body and eventually froze and could not move. It seems that at least one industrious smith saw some use for her remains. This bronze breastplate was forged from the devil's chest piece, brass buckles and rivets from her various clockwork mechanisms. While her soul has doubtless departed, the remains are not wholly inanimate. The metal, no longer a prison for the soul, nevertheless seems to have been infused with life force and retains some power. I will get it. I don't think there were any golems in Game of Thrones. There was magic, that's what I remember. There were zombies, there were zombie dragons, but not golems. Oh, you have a name. We need to speak to you.
Today's catch, I say. Fresh and hot, spice to the tongue of outsider and local alike.
Oh, you have food. Great. Okay, I'll make that log smaller because I keep clicking on it.
You have truly put your foot in it this time.
Yes, you keep repeating that.
You go to visit the luminous bathhouse, yes?
Perhaps. Why do you ask?
My satchel. Like a fool, I left it inside. My ship is due to sail from Nekataka with the next high tide. If I do not find it, my Kasita will surely throw me overboard. Merla, I cannot swim. I would go by myself, but the guards, they bar the doors to me without my Kasita present. They think I am a thief.
Are you a thief?
No, of course not.
I could help you find it then.
Gelade, you mean it? Agrasima, Agrasima, I am in your debt. There is one thing. Madiko, how could I have forgotten?
What?
If you could, do not open the satchel. The contents are... The information is... proprietary. You understand?
You request a favor, then attempt to dictate the terms of its fulfillment.
No, I would not dare. You do me a great service, Aimika. I am not so good at ideering, yes? Forgive my clumsy words. Please, when you find the satchel, meet me at Peddler's Canal in Queensbirth.
Good job at defeating the boss. So it's almost 7 minutes of just one fight. Interesting. Good thing it's a turn-based fight and not an action one. Is the satchel in here? Yep. Now I'm really interested in what's inside. The information you said. Fine, I won't open it. What's that? Ah, it's to me. Doesn't matter. But still, you had the time to think about what you want to do. Didn't have to make the decision on the spot, with no time to spare. But good job. Good job. I'm not saying it's not hard. Another doggy. Why is everyone abandoning their pets in here? I hate this place.
If you find yourself in need of comfortable garb, I'm happy to oblige. And before you ask, no, I shouldn't have trouble fitting you for something.
Thank you. You're a tailor.
I've been known to rip a seam here and there, patch some shredded gear back into shape. Thought I was an armorer, did you? Assumed that my tree stump limbs and barrel chest lend themselves better to the forge than the needle?
Forgive me, I meant no offense.
If it's armor you're after, Marihi will set you up. She's got a knack for metal.
Mantle of the Seven Bolts. 5,000. Not happening. Really nice stuff. They all have really nice things. And I have very little cash. Poet. I don't care about poets. Are those? No, for a second I thought that those plants were birds of paradise. I really like those flowers, not gonna lie. Hey, where is the other? Veins of Yora, no. This one? Fine, but Morena, no. Bounty. Land of Corn, no. Archmage's Vault. Tomorrow will await me in front of Imperial Command at the Brass Citadel. Ah, okay. And the other guy? Peddler's Canal. Peddler's Canal. I'm fairly sure it's something here. Serpent's Crown. The Gauntlet and the Brass Citadel are locked. I wonder why. Let's go to Serpent's Crown first.
I heard you and Isilmir again. I do wish you would stop encouraging her. Real sorry, Aloth. We'll keep it down. You think I care about your childish jokes? What bothers me is how she dog-ears my grimoire. And you keep bringing her out.
Just looking to lighten the mood, I guess.
To be honest, Isilmir is a very interesting character.
I'm sure I have the perfect gemstone to match your eyes.
Ooh.
Take a look.
Show me, show me. Pearlescent Rhomboid Hellstone. That's a wordful. I wonder if there are any ship battles or just fighting between the ships. Ah, just the second one. Oh, God damn it.
There you are.
The spirit tilts her head, considering you. After a moment, she reaches a hand towards you. Yes, let's reach out to her. Your hand passes through hers. She lets out a soft, sighing sound and draws her hand back.
I did not expect to wait so long for Rikuhu's messenger. Or have you come as Barrett's usher? The foreigners twist even our gods. Should you not be a dwarf?
I'm not the usher, I'm a watcher.
Akira, I have not met one before. Nor will I again, I think. But you are here to take me away, are you not? Well, I refuse to go. Never will I move from this place until justice is done.
She stamps her foot, soundlessly.
I follow Magrin's way. Yet sickness took me before my time. I died alone and without honors. It must be put right. My body cannot be left here to rot, forgotten. I feel it there like an itch.
What's the last thing you remember?
The sickness. Days of it. Lying in my own filth as the disease withered me. I passed from wakefulness to sleep with every breath. But I knew it once when it was over.
Do you know where you are?
I can see nothing in this place of death but distant lights. But I feel I must be close to where I died. I have not taken one step since the darkness came.
Who were you?
I have been many things. And in performing my duties, I brought honor to my caste and to my kin. A sea captain, a great explorer, trusted advisor to the Queen herself. Now, that is before I left the sea for the mountains to make maps and guide others. Chief Navigator, that is what I made of myself.
Okay, is that what you have in move on? I could help you.
Of course. Some kind of mistake was made, and now Magrin will put it right. I thank you. Please, search my home. My body cannot be far.
I swear, Magran will not move her finger, although I will move my fingers a lot when I will be taking your stuff.
I shall make it so.
I adore this map you have here. Oh. Each island in this miniature model has been carefully sculpted, lined with carved rings that indicate height, and the water is moving around them, which is really important detail I would like to highlight. Oh, it's a spirit. This person is dead.
I've seen worse.
So we are a watcher. Oh, it works. So we are a watcher, and we quite literally we can see the dead people. And the dead people speak to us.
Have you found it? Akira, I hope I have not rotted away.
I found a body in the bed. I assume it's yours.
Yes. To think, a Mutaru of the Kahunga tribe left to die alone and forgotten. Unthinkable.
It shouldn't be too hard to arrange funeral rites.
No, not so difficult now that you are here to carry my body.
Okay.
Take my body to the Temple of Magrin in the Sacred Stair. There is a great fire there that burns eternally.
If only I could remember where the Sacred Stair is.
Burn my body there, so that it may be dedicated to Magrin in death. I cannot pass from this life until all is in order.
Isn't Sacred Stair like on the side? Maybe? I think so. Yeah, I think it is here. Are you sure this is what you want?
Of course. When all is done, Magrin will light a path for me. Or else, if I must face a final test of my navigator's skill, I will impress her.
Yeah, sure. So right now we are carrying a body with us. I'm pretty sure no one will have any issues with that. Another estate. Yeah, great. Fantastic. Yoo-hoo! None of you have any names, so I don't care about you guys. In the first game you could have talked to anybody, basically. And a lot of NPCs had a past... Oh, sure, Shorty, quiet. In the first game, almost every NPC had a story written by a patron that contributed towards releasing Pillars of Eternity 1, which was very nice, very impressive, but very tedious when you try to find the right NPC to talk to.
For what do you enter my home uninvited? This is my estate, not a beachside hut.
Oh, it's you. I'm here for the bounty on your head, apparently.
You invite this information so freely. Is it your first time?
Oh my goodness, there's a lot of them. It's already been 10 years when Witcher 3 came out. Oh, that is really surprising. I still remember the time, well, when Witcher 3 came out, was actually the time when I decided that I need to upgrade my PC. And I'll try to focus on her. Oh, no, don't. Did you do the thing? No, you didn't. Come on. So I exclusively, long story short, I exclusively upgraded my PC to run Witcher 3, which I have never played. in the end. Yeah, I think I can heal. Come on, come on, come on. Heal Ether, heal Ether. Paralyze as many of the enemies as possible.
We had some good times.
Too many of the enemies. Oh, and I shouldn't have told her that I'm here to kill her. Empower, I don't know, empower, fierce, no, no. Ray of flame, her. Where's my healing? Wait, what happened? Where's my shield? What's that? Power surge. Wait, that big worm is not mine? Oh, that was also a healing. Okay. Anyway. Oh my goodness. I need to find another way. And soon we will be creating a Witcher 4. That's also crazy. Through so many years, so many media, the only thing I experience regarding Witcher is the game Witcher 2 and a series that came out in the 90s. Nothing else. I tried listening to a book, but it did not click with me because unfortunately, the one I decided to listen to was a rip-off of The Beauty and the Beast. It was so obvious that I could not listen to it, even though it was... The book itself was narrated by the same voice actor that acts for Geralt in Polish version of The Witcher, and his voice is amazing. But the plot itself, I could not focus on because all that was in my hand is just a Sapkowski did just rewrite The Beauty and the Beast and that's all. Maybe I will see, maybe I will come back to it once. Not the books, but the games. But I think we spoke about it, but I have a lot of problems with Sapkowski. I cannot stand his creations at all. The dude is just horrendous. Oh, there you are. I was looking for you.
Akira, we meet again. Akira, I say the relevance of the Harapo epic can't be overstated. It could prove a touchstone for the Huana. It could even... Sorry, you go ahead.
Why is this tablet so important to you?
It is important to all who call the Deadfire home. I only tell you this because I know you can be trusted. The epic is supposed to contain information on Hokkaido. Nothing as dramatic as a set of coordinates, but anything helps. Stories are also important to the Huana. Much of who we are is still missing.
What could the epic tell you about the Juana?
The story could speak to the values and beliefs of our ancestors. The language structure, narrative voice, and use of metaphor can tell us something about the time of its inscription. We could even... I've lost you, haven't I? Akira, I tend to go on.
Do you know about the epic before it fell into Archimer's hands?
Akira, from the Journal of Rakua, an explorer who found the tablet on a remote island some 20 years ago. Unfortunately for Rakua, the most we found of her was her journal among the flotsam of a shipwreck.
Why is the Royal Deadfire Company so interested in the tablet?
They think the tablet can show them.
Hebe stops herself, weighing her words in with care.
The way to Ukaizo. Akira, it's a mythical island, but that isn't stopping any of us from rushing to claim it first. Akira, the pleasure is mine.
Of course. Yeah, I do know that the Beauty and the Beast is a classic story, but with the context that Sapkowski is always bloating about how imaginative he is, that he created this whole world, that he did it all by himself, that everyone can that everyone can bow to him for being such a great author. He's completely missing a point to admit that he also needed inspiration. There is a theory that his wife wrote some of the books as well. I don't know about that one. I don't like him as a person, honestly. He's an asshole. An older Mataru man stands ringed by younger Juana, apprentices or pupils it seems. His robes shimmer with quartz beading, and his perfume announces his presence from across the room. Yet beneath his finery, he looks like a fighter gone to seed. Disused muscles flop from his arms, and flab pads him like so many layers of silk. He looks up and notices you.
Welcome. It is an honor to have one touched by Andra herself under my own roof.
Hello, raiders.
For what do you come to my villa?
Is he going to do this every time?
Takano continues grinning at you, obviously to Alf's irritation. Always read his soul. Your essence slips from your body, and Takano's soul enfolds yours like a warm, oily thing. As his fears and questions seep into you, your perspective shifts to his. At first, you worried this moon god like you had been sent by the valiant debt collectors. It would be a low trick, taking advantage of your famous hospitality. But then those valiants are crafty. Perhaps if your villa were bigger, then they might know you are a man worthy of respect. At least you have the shell. You tuck it away not only for safekeeping, but also because you are a little ashamed of it. How could such a simple, ugly thing be sacred to a god? But it was a gift from the queen, and so you keep it. Your gaze strays to the wall. Yes, you must knock down the section there, install a wide, grand window. Once you have the money, you retreat from Takano's soul to find him watching you with a placid smile. Yes, I am a huge nerd of the lore, and I'm spending considerable amount of time, considerable amount of time explaining the connections between this and the first pillars and the about. I swear I'm fun. Okay, I don't want to steal from you just yet. What do you have here? A shell. You are hiding a shell somewhere here. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, I'm too good. And you haven't wronged me yet. Oh, wait.
Hey, Shodi. Those dreams of yours, they still getting to you?
I can deal with the dreams, for better or worse. What makes me sweat is the not knowing. What happens when I stand face to face with my God, and he reveals what he intends for me? What if it's not as I thought?
Yeah, I've had thoughts like that for a long time. Except now I'm worried about what he intends for the world.
Whatever it might be, at least we'll face it together.
Hold a moment. You may visit the palace and its shrine, but be warned.
Of course.
The Queen meets with trading company vipers. Take care you are not bitten.
I'll keep that in mind.
They're in the throne room through the door behind me. If you should lose your way, follow the shouting.
Okay. Let's go to the upper floor then. Please don't give me the false advertisement. We both know that my title is the salad daughter. Or a dumpling. The quiet gurgling of the fountain is a constant backdrop in this spacious chamber. You have a name. A sizable Aumaua tilts his head up and looks down his nose at you, flaring his nostrils with hungry interest.
You are a woman who sits across a fire with death. Akira?
The pallid knight and I are on a familiar terms. I'm on a leash, to be exact. Not really familiar terms. He nods, clasping his hands with quiet delight.
For glutting mighty Tangaloa and hurling foes into their next life, Barati can offer payment. Coins for feeding hungry gods. Akira?
Akira.
Rewarding those who appease the great eel. This is Barati's cause. May the beasts of the dreaming lands never know famine.
Barati inclines his head and touches his brow, holding the pose with deep reverence. What bounties do you have available?
Tangaloa rolls a hungry eye toward Dichila, a Valian captain who scouts for luminous Adra in sacred lands.
I'll take the bounty.
Akira, Tangaloa knew it would be so. Dichila sails her Voyager Alisio around the waters south of Nekataka. The great eel hungers for her soul.
Farewell. Okay, you are not a stray cat, so I won't take you.
Songwriters need a guild if you hope to learn discipline.
Not so. We speak in the tone of Ngati and Amira. Your pretty dances may upset the puddle, but we command the wind and sky.
Hey, I have missed our little talks.
Akira.
Okay, and over here I see nothing. It's pitch black. So sorry if I use a map. I'll do it. Really? Why? Why? Why everything needs to be stolen? Why not just trade the owner of those things? Palace rooftop. Not quite yet. But we're not hearing any shouting yet. Which is a good sign. Given that we heard coughing of someone earlier. You are a really bad warden. Okay. First things first, let's visit the rooftop. And I won't tell how you are called either. Because I might be thinking about a different one than you. Oh, the pretty lights. The little things. They are so beautiful. And also there's a parrot on the statue. Oh, the little things. Okay, let's go back to the palace. We need to visit the ground floor. We do have to pay a visit to the queen as well. So, let's go. Did I use the wrong stairs? I might have used the wrong stairs.
While I am flattered by the esteemed Hazanui's confidence, I must wonder how my people are meant to have destroyed an entire colony overnight.
The valiant dignitary aims a withering look across the aisle. A middle-aged woman with a square jaw and tar-stained teeth meets it.
You tell us. It's no coincidence that your outpost at Port Mage survived the recent storm.
You speak as if I could command the tides. While you are casting your blame in a wide net, why not look to our Kahanga allies? We do not share their talent for shaping water.
A sizable Amawa standing by the throne takes a bold step forward and flares his nostrils at the assembled dignitaries. A hush falls over the room.
I say our guest forgets himself.
Brother, stand down.
Up to this point, the queen has studied the proceedings with an even expression. She half raises from her throne as she fixates on Prince Ari.
You are the one who mistakes my throne room for a sparring arena. I say this is beneath us. An interesting visitor in difficult times. You cannot be here to deliver a favorable omen.
Why? Why is she a cipher? Though her mouth doesn't move, Oneka's voice comes to you like an insistent memory nestled among your surface thoughts. Yes?
Allow me to apologize as I toss you before the wolves.
Wait, you cannot be bringing favorable, so if I know, then means I do not bring the favorable. If, okay, I think I screwed it up. Though she turns to the dignitaries, you still feel her attention on you.
This one is a watcher blessed by Tangaloa.
Hello.
I suspect that many of our questions about Hasongo will soon be answered.
If it pleases the court, I've drawn it from a crippled Port Mage.
I know this one. Her parlor tricks frightened 10 years of every sailor in Queen's Birth.
Raising her hand for silence, Onekaza looks to her brother. He approaches and they exchange a few words too quietly to hear. She lifts her gaze to you once more.
We assembled to discuss the darkening of Hasongo, one of Rawatai's colonies. Watcher, it seems you have the floor.
Port Mage suffered similar damage when Iotas passed through.
What sailor's tale is this?
There's no sane explanation for what's been happening. You keep waiting for one, it'll be too late.
Does tilling the soils of the Eastern Reach drive all men mad? You sound as crazy as the Dawn Star Dreamers.
She looks at Eder the way one would look at an especially rabid, but fascinating, animal.
Have you not heard the rumors, Karu? An Adra Colossus marching across the sea. Sailor tales, but credible ones.
How came a watcher from half the world away to be involved in these happenings? Enlighten the court.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see our options. Berat sent me to track. Yeah, that is kinda it. Everyone is in danger. Yes, that's true. Iot has emerged beneath my castle. Also true. I'm here against my will. Also true. This is all way too true for my own good. Berath herself sent me to track down Iotas. Let's tickle her ego a little bit.
The Lady of Doors must have great confidence in you. Tracking down a god who stands as tall as a mountain, a fisherman with poor eyesight could do this. My priests will trip over their feet to interpret his divine plan. Watcher, can you cut through the din and tell for what he comes to the Deadfire?
Can you cut through the din and tell for what he comes to the Deadfire? For what he comes to the Deadfire? He comes for the souls, but I don't see that is an option to tell here. Okay, I plan on using Adra pillars to track and ultimately confront Iotas.
How resourceful of you. The Isles are studded with enough luminous Adra to bankroll an economy. I believe our course is clear. We will send the Watcher to Hisongo.
Yay, we are getting paid.
Set sail to the west of Nekataka. I would tell you to keep a weather eye out for a lighthouse, but the God of Light did not appreciate competition.
I don't want to go yet.
Something to add, Hazanui? You have an eager look about you. She believes herself entitled to my ear, I say.
Only that Hasongo is a Rawatayan outpost. It would be useful for the Watcher to take one of ours along.
Ma'am.
A composed Aumawa stands at attention, her furrowed brow cleaving down otherwise warm features. By her feet, a colorful bird preens itself without concern.
Maya's an expert sailor and a better sharpshooter. The best the Brass Citadel has to offer. Whatever comes your way, she'll see it first.
If it gets me and Ashiza out of diplomat duty, we'd set sail with a drunk scolder at the helm.
Ac, perfito. Do you mean to stop Iotas by shooting him? Seri Palagino will go with the Watcher. Show her how the Republics handle things.
I think Palagina won't go with me. Oh, the guard behind him coughs politely.
Your Excellency, Palagina Messerai has been banished? She has been seen in Queen's Berth. I can have her report to headquarters.
Nero silences the guard with a withering look and a sharp gesture.
You should feel no obligation to take on additional crew. The choice is yours.
I'll take Maya. Always good to have a rifle on hand.
Say the word and I'll shoot the tip off a green boy's nose.
Ishiza looks up at Maya and warbles something agreeable.
You're making a mistake, Watcher. In times like these, trustworthy allies are the most valuable asset of all.
That Pelagia won't come with us. I already tried. She holds it against her that she was banished. I wonder why.
Calm down, Nero. I'm sure you'll get one of your spies in place eventually. In the meantime, Watcher, I hope you'll meet me in the Brass Citadel. There's more for us to discuss among friendlier company.
I believe we are finished here. Aruihi?
Queen Onekaza rises from her throne, and the surrounding guards stand at immediate attention.
Aren't we popular? Take care at Hisongo. The Deadfire was overfull before Aethys blundered in. Your allies will use you toward any end. Do not give your trust lightly.
Onekaza clears her throat and sweeps the room with her gaze.
I say it is beyond time our guests lick their wounds somewhere else.
Okay, okay, understood. She is a ranger. Gun hawk as her subclass. Okay, I like that. Yeah, I understand nothing from that. I like that. I would really love to get rid of Shoti because I don't trust her, but she is the only healing we've got so far. I would like to take Maya with us because she's a new one that I really would love to get her on board. But we also have Seraphine, that's new. Eder and Alov, it's mostly history. We got history, okay? Sorry, Shoti. It's a horrible idea. But the probability spoke. Oh, pretty lights. Water dances in graceful circles around the squirrel sculpture. Oh, the pretty lights. You have a name? The cartographer bites his thumbnail and mutters to himself. What's that? Oh, it's a door. The rise of the Cypher Rangas. Oh, Maya, you want to talk? So let's talk. Hey, guys, don't go.
I know exactly what you're thinking.
Maya folds her arms and clicks her tongue against the roof of her mouth. What's that?
You're asking yourself, how did I let the Royal Deadfire Company plant an informant in my crew? My superiors might expect me to report in from time to time, but don't read too much into it. You're not the only big thing happening around here. I'm in this for a lot of information, a little diplomacy, and plenty of target practice.
At least you're upfront about spying on me.
Better that you hear it from me than someone else, right?
Sure.
The company isn't in the business of reassigning officers outside of the mission unless they've got a damn good reason. And you are a damn good reason. Take the compliment.
And what if my actions damage the Royal Deadfire Company?
This whole campaign is a risk-benefit analysis. The Navy knows you're a gamble, and they're factoring in all potential losses.
Good to know.
Rawatai is here to do some good work, since the Huana can't seem to do it themselves. Maybe just try and stay out of our way.
I'm seeking Iotas. I want no part in trading company drama.
Then I look forward to seeing how long it takes before you find yourself in someone's back pocket. Oh, guess you ought to meet the bird. Ishi is smarter than he looks, but don't expect him to do any tricks. Ishi, come.
Maya taps her arm with 2 fingers and clicks her tongue again.
That's a good-looking bird. Hey, birdie. Hey, birdie.
Isha simply claws at the ground and investigates some bugs a few graceful hops away. Let's try mimicking Maya. Cocking his head, Ishiza turns to you with a mixture of curiosity and skepticism.
Takes practice before he'll listen to you properly, but that's a good start.
Eder nods at Ishiza, who bobs his head in response. Eder nods twice, and the large bird replies with 2 head bobs. Eder begins tilting his head up and down, and Ishiza follows it with vigorous full body bobs. Encouraged, Eder starts bouncing his own body up and down, at which point Ishiza stops bouncing and watches Eder with cockeyed curiosity.
Did your friend suffer a head wound?
Multiple,
Before we get into deeper waters, I've got a question. You've got a ship and a title. Being captain means more than just wearing a big hat. A lot of tough calls to be made.
I'm figuring it out as I go, but yes.
A crew can be like family. They can also be like a nest of squalling infants.
Oh, now that you mentioned it, do not worry about the imp on the ship. He is there for a purpose.
Let's say
For a
your
reason.
cook was fixing to organize the rest of the crew into a mutiny. How would you handle it?
I would get ahead of the problem and compromise with the crew.
Sort it out as equals. Interesting. Of course, the only right answer is the one that works in a given time and place. I just wanted to hear yours.
What's yours?
Ask me again when I'm wearing the big hat. That'll be a different Maya. But enough about me. Glad to be aboard, Captain.
And I've had some questions for you.
I've got some answers.
You're one of Kana's siblings, aren't you?
Sure am. And I heard that you two spent some time together. Funny how the gods toss things together.
So, Kana is from Pillars 1. He was also a chanter, Aumawa chanter, and he was a really curious and sweet character.
I heard tell that Kana sailed off in search of whatever he didn't find in the Deerwood. They say he lit a fire under the Ranganui to speed up the taming of the Deadfire. You clearly had some sway on his opinions, more than I ever did. Wish you had told Kana to give up on the poetry. He's got no ear for it.
He tries. He tries his best. I did my best to help Kana find the meaning he sought.
You kept him alive in any case, while he wandered the lands in search of stories. I do with bullets what Kana did with words. Just in case you were wondering, the comparison ends there.
I'm fairly sure Kana also did well with bullets. Tell me about your family.
Well, my parents came from the Deadfire. I'm getting a taste of my roots. After they emigrated to Rawatai, their talents caught the Ranganui's eye. He saw them as this spectacle, this achievement of the old country, I guess. So they were honored guests. Not many Huana rose to distinction in Takoa. We were also curiosities.
Tell me about this.
Even as we broke the same bread and tossed back the same wine, the Ranganui's friends always checked under the table to see if I had a tail. Kana thought it was hilarious.
Island Aumawa aren't that different from coastal Aumawa.
You're telling me. Growing up in the Ranganui's shadow wasn't all bad. We had tutors and advisors at our disposal, and lots of folk from stranger parts than these. I spent my days learning to shoot, while my more academic siblings learned to express themselves. I leave you to judge who spent their time better.
How did you and Ishiza first get acquainted?
I won a shooting competition at the Ranganui's estate. This was a few years before enlisting with the Navy. As a reward, he gave me the freedom of the Royal Eyrie and said I could take my pick of the warbirds. Stinkfeathers here kicked a rather pretty hawk off my arm so he could have me all to himself. Been inseparable ever since.
Hello, Ishiza. Who's a good bird? The bird cocks his head, his eyes reflecting a mixture of friendly recognition and murderous calculation.
Uh-oh. That's his I'm hungry and you're wasting my time face. Better step back, Captain.
Let's be off then. Let's go over here. So the deal about the ranger, she has her animal and her companion. If her companion gets hurt, gets down, she will suffer some serious side effects. You met a tall, brown-haired man dressed in full-plate mail. That may not normally catch your eye, but his mail is unusual, colored a deep green and emblazoned with the image of a golden tree. And on the pommel of his sword, he watches the crowd go by with keen eyes. Relaxed, yet fully alert, he narrows his eyes when he spots you.
What do you need of me? Well?
Tell me of yourself. He's initially hesitant, unsure of your intent. Eyes narrowed, he sizes you up, then nods. Interesting armor you have there.
I suppose it is. Are you familiar with the shield bearers of St. Elka? We are a paladin order.
Mm-mm.
The order began as guards for Elka, a noblewoman emissary of Kulkin, who bartered for peace with the kingdom of Vadir. The order's founders were forbidden to bring weapons to the meeting, and she was attacked. With only their shields to aid them, they fought off her attackers and brought her to safety. She later died of her wounds, and the shield bearers of Saint Elka were born in her memory. I am the son of a disgraced noble family. My father and brothers were executed for treason when I was a boy. Rightfully so, I must add. And my mother, sister, and I were thrown out on the street. All we had to our names was a trunk full of heirlooms. One of them was this suit of armor, which belonged to my eldest brother. Now I endeavor to live up to its promise and redeem my family's honor. That's the long and short of it, really.
Can you teach me what you've learned as member of the Shield Bearers?
Well, you would need to become a shield bearer yourself to really learn it all. I suppose I can teach you a thing or two as we stand here. The privilege will run you 3,000 copper, however.
Yes, he does look pretty peculiar, and this comes from a person with glowing horns of my forehead. Yes.
My thanks.
He lays 2 heavy sandbags on your shoulders and runs you through a series of drills designed to increase your strength and agility while dressed in full-plate mail. Confident you've learned enough to continue training on your own, he gives you a hearty clap on the shoulder and wishes you well on your journey. Yay! We've learned the training, and I'm poor once again. What do we have here? Do I have it listed anywhere? The training, Coels, Ranis, Athletics, Survival. We have a lot of bonuses already. Anyone else here? No. Of course horns are cool. So are glasses. I couldn't read if I didn't have my glasses. And I enjoy reading a lot. So maybe we can try dealing with this lady now? Maybe? We'll try it once. We must get rid of her eventually. That's the problem. But maybe I will level up a little bit. Although I'm not entirely sure. I think I ticked the box for scaling the difficulty with my level. Huh. We'll see.
For what do you enter my home uninvited? This is my estate, not a beachside hut.
Okay, I was just exploring.
Akira, and you got greedy. It will not happen again.
I don't like you. I honestly don't like you. Shoot her! Ooh. Oh, it's her bird that's already hurt. What skills do you have? Heal your companion. Come on, come on, come on. Your companion is taking some damage. Is she already down? Okay, I think the lady is done. Of course I did not give you this. Okay, I did it now. Do this. Heal and hurt everyone. Now Seraphim is down. War dog is hitting me pretty hard. Wait, where am I? Oh, I'm over here. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, you better whack them harder. What was that? Okay. They are difficult enemies. Okay. And it's not because of the old lady. Huh. Who are you? It's Lady Apara. But usually it should have some... Oh. I should be making notes. Okay, it was that... Let's go more to the east. There is still some parts of the island that we need to visit. And since we are walking from the left to the right, I'll take this moment to take a little break. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's continue. Quick save. The gullet is still, and the brass citadel are still blocked. Well, let's go to the sacred stair. We have to go there either way.
Candles and bombs. Shining God, light your path, stranger. Can I interest you in any of our wares?
Sure.
We gathered what we could. Much of our coin goes towards feeding those in need over at the temple.
Sure.
Thank you, ma'am.
Necklace of fireballs. Oh, that's so great. But I don't... I think I have enough supplies. Can I see? Oh, I can buy medicinal supplies. Actually, let's buy 40 of those. Okay. Thank you. Just so we have like halfway filled the supplies.
Payment for heads. Could be no simpler, I say.
Is everyone handing out bounties around here? An armored Juana turns and looks you up and down. She holds this motionless pose across a long and contemplative silence. Finally, she draws out a single pyre and balances the coin on her knuckles.
Tell me, are you someone who walks the path that coin lays out before you?
I enjoy getting paid, if that's what you mean.
Transmuting actions into payment is the alchemy that orders our world. All things turn on the axis of a coin bond. I pay bounties so that death can bring order to life. Would you help me continue the cycle?
What bounties do you have available?
If you would forge a coin bond, I know of people on these islands who must die. Their fate is already decided. The coin wishes only to collect. Dugra the ascetic is wanted for crimes against his monastic order. His people have made a coin bond for his death. The Orlan wanders the wilderness on the island of Crookspur, northwest of Nekataka.
Okay, but I have some questions first.
Speak freely, I say.
Doesn't matter.
Supplies, get your supplies here.
What supplies?
Consider, friend, the blessings of the priests are priceless, but so too is good sense. I have supplies here, so that daring travelers may live to honor the gods. Certainly.
The Magnificent Escape Cape. Grants the Magnificent Escape, which means what? While bloodied or near death, the Magnificent Escape Cape may be used to dash to safety, breaking engagement and expertly avoiding the next attack. That is very interesting, but I am too poor to afford it.
Hello, Watcher. Fancy a look at this stock? Straight from the laboratory.
Okay.
Have a look.
Amazing and truly incredible instant potion build. Minor overseeing. Animancy cat. What the hell? Why is he in the cone of shame? Let's visit the Spire of Soul Seers. Hello. Oh, let's go to the rooftop. Sparkles with arms with a character thing for those who come after. It is an idea. A steady white-haired elf frowns down at the table covered in coiled copper wires and glimmering shards of Adra. Her gloved hands smooth her well-tailored valiant coat as she mumbles under her breath. Apparently absorbed in her work, the animaster doesn't acknowledge her presence. The woman spins on you, blinking rapidly behind a pair of brass-rimmed spectacles. Her bright carmine eyes and paperwhite skin mark her as one of the glam felon.
Hello, my apologies. I didn't see you there.
Are you alright?
I am fine. Is there some reason I shouldn't be? Which is not to say I do not appreciate your concern. I do.
She settles her spectacles on her nose. As she does so, you notice her hands shaking.
I, like the other scholars here, am engaged in the study of the soul sciences. Was there something you needed, or may I return to my studies?
As she speaks, a drop of blood rolls out of the elf's nose and drips onto her lips. She pulls a handkerchief from her coat pocket and wipes away the blood without a word. You're bleeding.
Indeed. I apologize if you find the sight of blood unsettling. Though, from your appearance, I would expect you to be well acquainted with it. In any case, why are you here?
Your accent isn't Valian. Why are you dressed like one?
Just a bit of culture I've picked up along the way. I admire their tailoring tradition immensely. It's much grander than clothing one finds in the white that wends.
It's marvelous. Who's your tailor?
I am, of course.
You're an animaster and a seamstress.
A curious mind is an agile mind. Besides, the two practices are more alike than
than one might think.
I suppose they do both require careful hands and obsessive attention to detail.
Care and patience, yes. It is gratifying to be understood.
How'd you come to be in Neketaka?
It is a mundane story. I sought out the ship with the longest oversea route departing from the Republics and booked passage. I had intended to perform a handful of experiments regarding the nature of souls that could only be done safely at sea.
I know of no animacy that must be done strictly at sea.
A fellow researcher. Then perhaps you will understand. I've long been fascinated by the nature of entropy. Nothing is unaffected by the passage of time, excepting souls. Supposedly. Is it not possible that repeated reincarnation damages a soul? Could the process of reincarnation itself be responsible for some of the many ills that plague the souls of Kith?
Oh, don't go that way, don't go that way.
I deduced that it was possible to escape the cycle. Escape Bareth's grasp. To remove one's soul from the wheel.
I'm afraid that went right over my head.
I suppose I was wrong to expect more from you.
Any interest in getting out of this tower for some field study? She blinks at your offer, then puts a finger on her lips, clearly considering her next words.
I think perhaps that I would be grateful for the opportunity.
Okay. Well, you're welcome to come along.
Truly?
Yeah.
Whoa, you sure about that?
Thaklat, traveler. I am grateful.
She clasps your hands in hers, pumps it quickly, and releases. After a quick pat down of the various pockets sewn into her coat, Edwin nods sharply and rests a hand on the hilt of her rapier.
I have all that I need. We may depart at your leisure.
We've got ourselves another companion, just like that. Cypher plus rogue. Oh, that is interesting. We have female Astarion. I cannot unsee that. Why there's so many of you? Okay, Seraphine, I'm sorry, but she's also a Cypher.
I'm listening. Can do.
From her unkempt hair to her agitated pacing, lone Elite gives off an air of restrained chaos. She waves you over with a few quick motions.
You're early. I'm sorry, but we aren't ready to look into your condition yet. You can have a seat over there. Hope you don't mind heights or birch.
Condition? I'm sorry, but that's my face.
You aren't one of our patients.
No.
Madiko, you that watcher. Sentere, I'm sorry. It's been a busy time here. You don't mind if I talk and work, do you? What can I do for you?
You work here?
Not the coziest place for it, is it? But the open air, the lightning specifically, is a boon. Lets our mages have a rest now and then. Good test of the equipment too. We're working on making it less delicate. Our junior researchers are still a little soft.
What are you working on here?
Glad you asked, Amika. Very glad. We are very excited about the work here, and we are always looking for volunteers.
Oh, no.
We've catalogued a number of interesting properties unique to Luminous Adra, but there are some very specific qualities we are investigating. Qualities that the Watcher happens to be uniquely suited to exploring. Just what we're missing.
There aren't any needles involved, are there?
No, nothing invasive.
Mm-hmm.
You'd just be putting your Watcher's gift to use. Here, I'll explain. Luminous Adra has special effects upon Kith. Even to the humblest, it offers some small improvements. Rejuvenation, vitality, the kind of thing you sell to people back home,
Nah.
But what about those who have already harnessed their own essence? Consider the talented cutpurse, for instance, who can cross a room by slipping briefly into another place. The world between. Luminous Adra holds enormous quantities of essence, the kind of energy we can't replicate or restore. And these formations have a kind of connection to each other across the in-between. I believe we can harness this connection and your natural abilities to transport a person across great distances in a moment.
Your theory is sound. I've used the Adra to track someone before.
Oh, good. You've done some experimenting on your own. A curious mind is a happy mind, I say. Can't mope about ghosts all day. We've collected a number of illuminating readings, and our machines are ready to harness the Adra's essence. But for the moment, we are effectively blind when it comes to targeting the next pillar. Now, if someone were capable of sensing that essence in the in-between, even of manipulating it, someone like a watcher, for instance.
What would I have to do?
Ah, well, this is a little like describing a muscle I don't have. The idea is for you to focus on the next connection point. The machine will use that new link between the Adra veins to create a tether, as well as provide the energy for you to jump effectively. What's really exciting is, so long as you are holding that connection open, your companions can jump alongside you.
Sorry, which was the exciting part? I may have missed something.
The next pillar's due east of here, in the middle of a farm. It's not as tall as this one, but you shouldn't have any trouble finding it. Oh, and don't worry, we paid the farmers.
Yeah, good, because their farms can blow up. What if something goes wrong?
There was that fellow that jumped a little too far over the edge.
Stop scaring our assistant.
Okay, let's do this.
Very well. You stand there. Ansel, the machine.
We're gonna die.
All right, Watcher. Remember, focus on the beam of light.
I don't want to go into the light.
It ought to be like stepping through a door. And remember, don't...
Hey. Oh, no, not you.
So, are we dead now? You're supposed to be the expert here.
I wouldn't touch that if I were you.
Well, not like we have any choice. Yes, this looks like the realm of Rimgrand, the god of ice and entropy. That's why I said we're gonna die.
You up there, run!
You don't say.
We have to go. Can't. No, please.
So what happened with those two is their souls were sucked out. Oh, sorry. Their souls were sucked out straight out of their bodies. That's why they changed to those ashen statues of some kind. So in Avowed, the place was the place of the Archmage Rimgreen. So supposedly the disciple of Rimgrand, the god. But basically the same. The name's too similar for my taste. What the hell? Oh, he's collecting the souls. Great. Fantastic. Ugh, Alof, still alive. The two of you. The three of you, apparently. You're doing great. Alof, take care of this. Oh, you cannot heal. Blind him, please. That will be the first thing I will teach you, is to heal yourself. No, he's gonna heal. Is he? It looks like Alof is getting hit? Okay, that was weird. Oh, that hurt. Alright, I can heal us. I keep forgetting about this. Escape, 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 escape. No, 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 don't go there. Don't you have another weapon? You don't. Wonderful. I really don't want you to go back into the battle. Can I give you some ranged weapons? I cannot. Okay, so you'll be a little bit useless for the rest of the battle. Or you're just gonna go and suicide. Oh, Alof, don't do that. Instead, please confuse him. He is confused. Great. What the hell? Oh, those are mine. Good, 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 good. He did cast that fireball.
A question, Watcher?
A wall formed from tessellating blocks of bismuth rises before you, and from out of that wall juts a face at least 3 almawa high. Its mouth hangs open in a silent shout, eyes wide. A damp, frigid wind screams between the rocks. It carries whispers in its wake and chills you to your core. The voice of Rembrandt rumbles from the stone.
A wayward watcher has wandered into my realm. Whatever should I do with you? You did not receive an invitation to my realm, Herald of Berath. Tell me, why should I not grind your soul to dust?
I doubt that Berath would appreciate that.
I do not fear Berath's wrath. Embrace oblivion with open arms, Watcher.
The chill wind you first felt when you entered this place picks up. It becomes a deafening cacophony, a shriek so loud and sharp it might tear the very bones from your skin, or shred your soul to cobweb tatters. Wait! Your cry echoes out into the void. Slowly the wind dies, and the cold abates.
Do you fear dissolution after all? How droll. As much as it would delight me to scatter your soul, you belong to Berath. I will spare you that fate. For now.
After I'm done with Eotes, I'm coming back for you.
my realm. I cannot wait to see what you try. Now, on to the matter that brought you here. Your Animancer friends meddle in things beyond their comprehension. Were I not the generous creature I am, you would have died. Be sure to tell the Animancers that they have failed, and that they have drawn my gaze. I will not hesitate to obliterate them if they irritate me again.
I will do. I will say nothing.
You might prepare yourself, Watcher, for something wondrous is on the horizon. Eothas will usher in an age glorious in its brevity.
What does that mean?
You will soon learn. In the meantime, enjoy the world as you know it while you can. And do send my regards to your Animancer friends.
Rimgrand's voice fades to nothing. Only the wind remains. Well, for me, it kinda was completely normal. I never say the Rimgrand is an evil god. He's a god.
Can you hear me?
You raise your head to find yourself surrounded by anxious faces. Floan withdraws the finger currently prodding at your temple and nearly stumbles backwards.
Oh, thank the gods. Thank Helia. Merla, you had us in a panic. I don't have to tell you it didn't work. The current spiked and you went completely still, breathing but nothing else. We sent for the physician. Myself, I was about to try throwing some water in your face. What happened? Did you feel any pain? Do you remember anything?
Rimgrand sends his regards.
You had some kind of vision? A near-death experience?
No, I mean, I literally went to the Beyond and spoke to Rimgrand.
What was it like?
Cold? Weird? While you speak, one of the researchers prods you gently with a copper rod. You hear the device in his hand give a high, piercing whine. Well, what now?
Sientere, Watcher, truly. It seemed we sent your mind further afield than intended, and without the rest of you in tow. Not entirely outside our predictions, but not the result we wanted. We have stipend for volunteers. You're welcome to the sum of it. I hope it goes some way toward earning your forgiveness.
400. I think you forgot 10 there.
Just as I hope this hasn't put you off helping us. We just have to adjust the current, give you a chance to control your flight, for want of a better word. We're all very glad you're in one piece. We'll have a look at the machines, figure out what went wrong. Until then, I'm sure our friends at headquarters will want an update, and to see I haven't done you any permanent harm. We'll send word when we're ready here.
Okay, how is it possible to discourage them at this point? I think I was fairly clear that Rimgrand was on the other side. He is not particularly liked deity. I don't know.
Watcher, what a surprise to see you again.
Beneath a familiar pointed nose, Kedman Azo's grin achieves a careful balance between polite and sneering.
Ozo, I thought I smelled something familiar.
I see we've all moved up in the world, haven't we? Taking an interest in the sciences?
Hey there, Azo. Still torturing patients? He darts a quick glance in Flown Ellet's direction, only to find her preoccupied.
Don't be ridiculous. We have a long line of well-paid volunteers.
For context, this guy, an Animancer, used to work at for lack of better word, insane asylum for awakened souls. So if your soul gets awakened, you get to know your previous life fully and you can go mad. He was trying to deal with them. Hello, Ron. Hi.
Of which you are the latest, I hear. I look forward to working with you.
Stay out of trouble, Azo.
Always.
You just missed our quarrel with a god. Another god of death. I swear there are too many gods of death in this world. And they all hate me.
You might have grown up here.
True. Good thing my parents had the sense to leave.
A vignette of darkness appears at the edge of your vision. It constricts, constrains, taking over your sight, until at last you see nothing at all but the deep black of night. Then, pinpricks of light dim as stars pierce the void. You hear a voice, and behind that, you hear a bell softly ringing.
You swore a vow to me in Tyr Evron that you would return the souls of the Hollowborn to the cycle. You broke that vow.
Yes, how many times are you gonna remind me of that?
And now you will reap the reward of your deceit.
The pallid knight's gaunt visage hangs briefly before you, her lips twist into a smooth, tight smile. And then she is gone. What?
And you'd be worrying about what the trading companies were doing, setting up down here.
What?
No offense, but I try not to live with a bunch of ifs trailing in my wake.
Okay, it's her temple. We are screwed. You see, Ron? You see what you did? You encouraged Barath, the god of death, that I am indebted to. Long incisions along the corpse's stomach and chest provide access to organs. I'm not stealing from Barath. Come on. I am stupid. I'm not that stupid. An ailing Almar priest regards your approach with curiosity. He coughs into a sleeve stained with a spatter of silvery flecks.
Come closer to the altar. Come inside. The temple welcomes all to worship, most especially you.
The priest peers knowingly at the center of your chest, lips curving an ardent smile. Hands trembling, he touches a length of chain around his neck.
I ask only for no talking, not until we pay our respects to Bereth, to Rikuhu. Let us pray.
Bow your head.
Deity of life and death, the endless devourer who encompasses all existence, hear this prayer, this voice chiming. I beseech you, Kohopa and Tangaloa, to ready this shell for sucking. Purify my soul in preparation for the coming of the next cycle. Digest all of my devotion. Swallow my sorrows, even the smallest swell, so I can be spit on the morrow. And Rikuhu, Barath, my god and goddess both, the eels that churn in ceaseless cycle, the new and the next and the before that came. Thanks be to Barath's guiding tract. May my messages ring true. Blessed be and jubilations.
He presses his hands over the center of his chest, touching the item tucked beneath his shirt. Then, raising his head, he cracks a frail smile.
All right. I will address your inquiries best as I can. So ask,
I'm looking for Isir's tomb.
do you even know what it takes to make it deep into the hanging sepulchres? To make it alive? I know the way, but
His words catch in his throat and he curves forward in a spine-racking fit, hacking until he's flash-faced. Fumbling a goat-skinned flask to his lips, he drinks until Minnow's silver liquid dribbles over and slicks his chin.
the timing's getting tighter. And there is one thing before the end. Something only one touch by Bereth can do.
Barath, and I have a history.
I know you do. My eels, my infinity coil keeps rattling. Pendants resonating with your chime.
The priest presses the palm of his hand to the front of his chest. He stares, scrutinizing your face. He shakes his head, disappointed.
The coil resonates, but it's weak. You could unseal the way, but you die inside, I think. My chance would be lost then. Lost with your remains.
If bearing Barath's chime are rare, this may be the only chance you get.
My time's waning fast. Right you are on that.
He releases his grip on the pendant with a feeble nod.
I'd best not let this chance pass. There's a sacred text. The eulogy to Isaiah. It's been buried in the catacombs beneath the temple for centuries, next to his champions. I need it. Of course, the tombs, they only open to the dead, for those bearing Bereth's chime.
And why do you need Isir's eulogy?
It never was added to the tomes, but it holds the final clues for my death. It's my best chance. I prayed for decades, night to day and night again. Now, here you are, just in time. Means Bereth sent you to see to my success.
Alright, I'll have a look for it then. The priest bobs his head. From beneath his shirt, he untucks a stone-carved circlet in the image of an eel. The pendant vibrates on the length of its chain, thrumming harder the closer he holds it to you.
You're my best chance. Or only, maybe. Take the coil. It'll open the crypts. Bring me Isaiah's eulogy, and I'll teach you all I know of Bereth's arcana.
What was that about preparing your soul for shocking?
End of the turn. I'm nearing it. Been working hard, preparing for weeks. You know, to die. But first, I've got to leave guidance for my apprentice, the next in the cycle. Chosen to lead.
You're dying.
Been wasting away for months. Can't say it's been easy, dying so soon. I thought about stopping a few times.
Why would you want to die soon?
Maybe you can see. I'm no death godlike. Bereth bestowed not one in my generation with a chime. Not the next, neither.
Oh.
A flawed messenger like me can't open the crypts. So my best chance is to die.
Tell me about the writing on these tomes then.
Liturgies, instructions for ritual preparations, when and how, sermons, some histories too. All of this, it's our knowledge as gleaned through centuries of service. Now, I've got to leave it all behind for the next disciple.
And what about the altar?
Under the temple, carved in the mountain's caverns, lies an extraordinary maze of catacombs. So I've read. They're the hanging sepulchres, burial place for ancient Wana chieftains.
Okay, I don't like where this is going. I've been to the Endless Stair, which was not that endless, but multiple levels of dungeons below my castle. Very nasty place.
The bodies are protected by Berath's best, roaming, always. Plus, the ways sealed by the deity itself.
Okay, the undead in the catacombs. Undead.
The dead with their souls, they roam still. The ones who were chosen by Berath.
Of course they were.
Not everyone's born so blessed. Sometimes, instead, you've got to die for it.
Okay, but since this temple sorry. This is a temple to Barath, right? So who's Rikuhu, Hopa, and Tangaloa?
The same. Your word, Berath. Our word, Rikuhu. We worship the twin deal. The cyclic connection of the overworld and the underworld. Life and death. Life is Kahopa, and Tangaloa is death. Born starving, they devoured all living things, swelling larger each. When they'd swallowed all of existence, they tried to eat each other next. Now all things pass through their entrails. The end of one enters the mouth of the next, from the underworld to the overworld and back. Again and again.
Okay, let's see if we can ask some more questions about the catacombs.
Tell you what I can.
What's the story of Isir?
He's no Wana, nor a death god like neither, but he was a high priest of Berath. His hair was a Diran, a hunter, chasing the undead 200 years ago. Read somewhere, one tome, he sailed to the Deadfire for a weapon, abhorrent to Berath. Said the blade held a power most fearful.
The priest's face flashes with fervency. His voice rises in volume as he speaks until his breath catches, and he doubles over into a hacking fit.
Isir fought hard for it, won the blade, but suffered grievous wounds. Berath kept him alive till he could make it to the temple's catacombs.
Of course.
His champions were the ones who wrote his eulogy. Later, they were buried in the sepulchres too.
Was Isir buried with the weapon he took from Lucia Rivan?
Don't know. Did hear he was slain with a coveted blade. The S-talk was an affront to Berath. That I did read. Isir wanted to guard it with his soul and his always.
We need that blade. For self-defense, of course. Okay, I think I've heard enough. We are screwed, long story short. Oh, a trap. A trap? Oh, now I'm curious. Stealing. No, I'm not gonna steal. So we're not entering from here. I agree. Old socks are very dangerous. Warm socks are very dangerous. We have everything.
Being a soldier, I did well enough at it, but it was never for me.
I like knowing that someone has a plan. Never felt it from the gods.
You ever think, maybe I put my faith in the wrong cause?
Faith is what you feel in a given moment. Like a bird's feathers, it molts from time to time.
Bleeding me dry. All I needed was a few damn components.
The woman mutters to herself, glancing resentfully between the constructs that surround her. What are you doing here?
What? I haven't the time necessary to illuminate you. Be on your way.
Okay. Who are you? Catherine. Catherine. Why? No. Oh, she's Vibrant Wizard. Okay. And why did that message appear again? I wanted it to appear every 3 hours, goddammit.
What are you doing?
Muhai has passed. I would like to commit her body to the flames. Muhai.
Do you know what you do? This woman you carry, she cannot receive such rights. You risk the Queen's anger. Muhai has broken with Wahana. The Queen has forbade that any should have contact with her. Akira, she would be banished to the Undercity if not for her sickness. And now that has finished her.
What does that mean?
Akira, how to say, the sharing that is right among our people, each of us in what way we can. It is the role of the Mataru to guide, to protect. A group of the Wapua came to seek Muhai's counsel, for she was known as a great navigator. Muhai was of the Oweki before she came to Nekataka. The Oweki and Wapua were enemies for many years, before Queen Onekaza's time. Muhai misled the hunting party, and they were lost. All of us are Kahanga now. To harm Wapua is to harm Oweki. As Muhai turned her back upon her kin, so we were commanded to turn ours upon her. The Queen would have us join our tribes into one raised fist. She could not let Muhai's crime stand.
She gave them bad directions. That's not the same as murdering them.
There are those who kill by sword and those who kill by cunning. To the dead, it makes no difference.
She died alone. Isn't that enough?
So too did she act on her own, against her own people. She does not deserve the honor of walking with the gods.
She was still one of you. Her spirit cannot rest.
It is good of you to care so for one of our people. Come, give me the body. I will bury her beyond the great city walls. It is the best that I can do.
Is there no other way?
You are not of the Kahanga tribe. For what do you do this?
I feel sorry for her.
And I as well. Muhai has brought great sorrow upon herself.
Fine.
I will do as promised. Thank you, outsider. The Wapua have their justice, and the Queen's law stands. You have done the right thing.
Thank you.
I hear your talk. Who has turned your heart against me? The priest? Has he forgotten who we were? Never before would a member of the Oweki have been left to die alone. I upheld my tribe's honor, and for that I was abandoned. left to waste away, to hobble around my home with only maps for company. Now I will be buried like a secret, never to know Macron's favor.
You're a navigator, and Magran never cared for any of us. Find your own way from here.
A curse upon you, Watcher. May your life's path curve upon itself. May you lose your way on the wheel.
Typical. Oh, hey kitty. I honestly cannot see this animal. Another black one? No. You find a man of middle years inspecting a metal tool unlike any you've seen. He has several similarly strained items on his belt, all quite clean and orderly. They look like the tools one might use to pull a tooth or shoe a horse, but much more delicate. He wears pristine cream-colored robes. The muzzle of an arquebus is visible just over his shoulder. His eyes brighten when he notices you. The man's robes shimmer with a faint trace of arcane energy. Glyphs stitched into the hems and sleeves seem to be the source of the effect.
Good day, traveler. I see you've taken an eye to my instruments. If you've any interest in the medical sciences, you need only ask. Well then, questions?
Tell me about yourself.
I'm a researcher in the medical sciences. And before you ask, no, I don't mean animancy. Neither do I mean magic, nor, gods forbid, necromancy. Medicine. Study of the kith body, its inner workings and such. I've misgivings about magic use. It's useful, I'll grant you that. But it's a crutch. Stunts our scientific development, you understand. Makes me a bit unpopular, as you can no doubt imagine. Which is why I've got this arquebus here.
What do you mean by unpopular?
A patient of mine died under questionable circumstances. One morning they were fine, and the next they were dead. Someone is trying to discredit my work, I just know it. But they won't succeed. I came here to the archipelago to evade my rival's attempts at sabotage. And there certainly is quite a lot of work in the Deadfire, I must tell you.
Can you teach me what you've learned in your research?
I've told you of my troubles. I suppose it's the least I can do. Settle in now. I've got a lecture prepared for just this occasion. Of course, it will cost you 3,000 copper.
No, I don't think so.
Should you change your mind, you'll find me here.
I'm too poor. I don't have that amount of gold. Copper, sorry. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is almost all we can do in here before we venture into Baraf's domain. Do you have a name? No. So, I think we've done quite a lot today. And I am starting to get sleepy. Oh, there's Temple of Gone as well. Oh, that's horrible. Okay, let's enter here. But I am ending this session for today. So, thank you very much for joining. And I think I'll see you on Wednesday. Maybe later on today when I'm rested. But for sure on Wednesday. So yeah. Good night. Have a good sleep. Bye bye.